Hello and welcome back. In this lesson, we'll be looking at internal style sheets. All right. Now, on our previous lesson, we look at the inline style sheets. Okay. And we look at how we can implement our inline styles to our HTML projects. So, in this lesson, we look at how to implement our internal styles to our HTML projects likewise. Now, an inline styles sheet may be used if one single page has a unique styles. Okay, so let's say we are working in a project and we are having a multiple pages, but we want to style a particular page using an inline. It is quite accepted. All right, so inline style sheets are defined within a styles element inside our header section of our HTML page. All right, now let's go back to our project and see how we can implement this code. All right, it will be explained further when we are putting it into practicality. Now, this is our previous lesson, all right, where we do our inline styling. All right, so to style an inline, it says what we need a style element, okay, inside our header section. This is okay. This is not compulsory. You can style your inline anywhere, okay, but here it is predicting that we should style it inside our header, which I normally don't do that. I normally style my inline inside my body section, but it is predicting that we should style it here. Wherever you style it, it will work. All right. So let's go ahead. What is most important is what to get your styles element. So what you're going to do in this lesson is that you're going to write the same code, the same inline that we used to start this project. We are going to write the same code to style HTML elements using internal instead of inline. Now, to do an internal styling, okay, let's go by the traditional means. He said we should style it in the header section. So let's do that. So this is where the header section is. Later, we bring it inside our body section and you understand that anywhere we put it, it will still work. So to style inline, we need what? A styles element. So what you do is that you do styles. All right. And inside this style, this is where you're going to style. We are going to write our CSS code. Anyway, you can leave this one or you can choose to take it off. Leaving it there, it will work. When you take it off, it will work. What is important is getting this one. It is advantage which predicted it for us. You can choose to leave it. You can choose to take it off. Anyway, let's move on. Now, so on this project, we had our selector that we used was H1. And so let's start. We need an H1. And we can see from here, there is a curly braces. An inline styling, we will need a curly braces, okay? To start an inline, you need a curly braces. So after you select your selector, the next thing that you need is what? A curly braces. So inside the curly braces, that is where you're going to write our code, our CSS code. Now it is CSS that we are doing now. So we said what? We said our color should be what? Blue. And what? It should give us what? A margin left property of 150 pixels. Now let's start our p tag also. So we do p, then inside our curly braces, then we do what? Background color property of what? Orange. So here now we can take off the inline styles code, the code that we wrote for our inline style. We can clear, can take them out. Something like this. All things being equal, if we save our project and head towards our browser and refresh, we should get the same work done. Okay, nothing should change. So here is our browser. Let's refresh. We can see that we are having the same work. Nothing has changed. Okay, so we have converted our inline styles. We have converted it to what? Internal. So this is an internal style sheet. Now we can add more things. So let's give the p tag a color property of the text color. Let's make it white. Okay, because we are having it orange background. White. Let's refresh, and you can see that the text has changed to white. We can write more code to it. We can change the font size to, let's say, 50 pixels. save it, head towards your browser and refresh. And you can see that our fonts has changed to be what? Wide and bold. All right. So this is basically inline styling. Like I promised you, I want to cut the code from here and bring it inside our body section here. Paste it here, head towards our browser and refresh. Our code still persists, nothing changes. Like I said before, you can write your code inside your body section, or you can write it against what your header section as it is telling us here. Everywhere you put it, your code will still work. All right, so one more thing that we do before we go is by using our body sections to style it. Okay, the body is the parent because we are styling inside our body. The body is the parent to all the elements that we are having inside, including the HTML. If I put the body elements like this, no, it shouldn't be outside the styles. It should be inside. I want to style the body side, so I call the body like this. Then I give the body background color property of light blue. Now let me save it and open it in a browser and show you something. You can see now. Let me change. It has taken effect, okay, but the font size that we give it here is too much. Let's make it 10. 10 to raise. Let's comment out this one. Let's take it out. The font size. We don't need it. Okay, so you can see something like this. We start the body section and we are seeing it taking effect here. So it's because the body is the parent to all the elements inside it. When you start the body element, when you give it a color background color of light blue, it has taken effect here and it has covered the whole width of the screen because that is the parent to all the element that is inside. Anyway, we will explain it further when we get to that point. So that will be that for our inline styling. We'll come back on our next tutorial and learn how to style external. All right, thank you and see you on the next one.